Hello, hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello, and welcome to As We Art.
As We Art. I have
Episode...
to turn this a little bit. I apologize.
Wait, why is your mic...
I changed it so my arm, my gigantic bicep doesn't hit the mic arm anymore.
I think I want mine up because I am a flailer of arms.
Yes.
And now... Anyway, if you are just listening on the podcast, you're missing out on the mic placement that Candace has done. Is mine still like more phallic?
What?
I don't know. Maybe
what does that even mean now?
Like it's like in my face, this mic.
Oh, no.
All right, let's start over.
If you really think about it, all microphones are phallic.
Okay,
so
we don't cut things out on this, but we're going to start over. Welcome to episode 25 of As We Art.
I'm Candace.
I'm Monica.
We're here to talk about what we're creating and what's inspiring us, including the positioning of our microphones.
Yeah.
We also want to hear from you. What are you creating? What's inspiring you? How do you use your microphone?
Let's not. Okay, so thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. We're a podcast. We're a YouTube channel. But if you are just listening, since we're talking about a lot of visual things with our art projects, be sure to follow us on Instagram because each week after the episode, after we figure out what we talked about, we go back and post pictures to accompany each show. So those are helpful, right, for the visual cues. But there's another reason why we really want you to follow us on Instagram.
We need friends. No.
No.
Episode 26, which will be the next episode, we're going to be doing a giveaway to celebrate 6 months of As We Art. And we're going to be doing that on Instagram. So go follow us at As We Art Podcast. And we will get you hooked up with some art if you enter the giveaway.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I know we started this to keep ourselves accountable, to make sure we're being creative every week, making sure we're prioritizing time, to feel like a human, using our hands to create stuff. And so we committed to 1 year. And so, next episode's going to be the halfway mark of that year-long commitment. And we want to do that celebrate that by doing a giveaway.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, we've made a few pieces of art this year that we maybe would have without the podcast, but I think the podcast definitely has helped the momentum.
Yeah. It's definitely kept me accountable to make sure that I'm incorporating creativity anywhere I can instead of just like, I'll get to that next week or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
The other thing that we didn't go into this anticipating this would be a thing, but we've also created more art this year due to the podcast because of you guys.
Yes.
You're sharing every week photos of what you're working on, art, telling us about it, whether it's texting or commenting on YouTube or commenting on Instagram. It's awesome because your creativity and inspiration keeps us going. And we've added a lot of music to our playlist because of you as well. So any book recommends, song recommends, let us know because we love adding to our inspiration, pools of inspiration.
Yeah. And we're going to start doing an artist of the week starting this week. So stay till the end to find out who the artist is. And if you have recommendations for who you want as the artist of the week, please send them to us. We love seeing people's art. It's awesome.
Yeah, we really do. And we love to follow local artists. So last week we mentioned a fellow local artist named Alyssa who does watercolors, and we mentioned her cards, but we didn't have an example to show you. And we won't always for Artist of the Week, whoever we want to give a shout out to. But this week, stay till the end. Stay till the end. Stay till the end. Because
this is our scat episode.
Oh, God. Who's the actress? Oh my God. The Sex and the City, Samantha.
Kim Cattrall.
Oh my God. If you have not found Kim Cattrall's
scat
effort to scat
to her,
we are
I think
begging
ex-husband now playing the jazz bass. Zabadoo Ray.
Please
go hit it up.
Just stop listening to us and pause and go find that video. I was like, what actress tried to scat? It's embarrassing. It's hysterical. It's funny. And she's being serious.
Yes.
This was not a comedic bit.
I think it's like part of some beat beatnik poem that she's trying to recite over jazz. It is not. That is not it. Whatever it is, that wasn't it.
I feel a little hypocritical because we're on this to celebrate other people's creativity, and she was doing her thing and living in her moment. But I'm sorry, it is funny still.
It is.
Maybe some people could turn to us for humor when they see our attempts at art, and they're like, "Nice try, that's funny." But do yourself a favor and go watch that.
Yes. Enjoy
Stay till the end.
moment of it, please.
Because we do have a sample of the art of one of the artists we want to give a shout out to this week. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's talk. What did we make? Week 25. What did we make?
I'm going to go first.
Okay, good.
Yay. What I made this week, I was making something for my mother for her birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. I created a reduction lino cut, which is where you carve a little bit, print one color, carve a little bit more away, print another color, carve more, print another color. So it can't be recreated. So it's just for Mom. But I did make a couple extras that I'll throw on our website eventually. But
hers has been framed and mailed, and by the time this airs, her birthday will have happened.
Yes.
But yeah, Candace printed a couple of extras so she could show us the incredible detail. Oh my God.
I made a reduction, that is upside down, sunflower.
We have a fan going this week because it's humid and sticky.
So
I'm just going to hold it out closer to the camera.
My mom loves sunflowers. I mean, really, who doesn't love sunflowers? They're great. So I made a reduction sunflower lino cut. It's got a layer of orange, a layer of yellow, and then a layer of black. It can't be recreated because the lino is just the outline now. But I also made one card because I had some extra ink each time. So
see, I really like it on the brown. I like it on the white, but the brown pops a little different.
I most likely won't make reduction linos into cards because it is such a labor-intensive process. But I figured this would be a fun one to like have kicking around the house for when we want to send it to someone special or whatever. It's
gorgeous, and it has more of the dots in the center than the other prints.
Yeah, that was my heavy-handed inking. So on the other prints, which is why the dots are missing in some places. But.
Stunning. So I see yellow and black, but I'm also seeing a little bit of orange.
Yeah, I just talked about the colors orange, yellow, and black.
Sorry, my brain was not listening.
You were thinking about sunflowers.
Orange, yellow, black. Awesome. And I think we did grab some like process pictures. So be sure to check our Instagram because I'll put the steps that Candace took to get to this. And yeah, I was like, oh, can you print some more? And she's like, no. Yeah. On a reduction print, because you carve in between each color, there's no way to go back and do that again. So it's really cool because they're they're rare. You get one of these.
It makes it really special, but it also makes it really scary because if you fuck up, that's it.
Yeah.
There's no way to fix it.
Okay. I love this art, Candace.
Thank you.
It's phenomenal, and I'm proud of you.
I'm having a lot of fun with lino cutting. I think I found something that I will continue. I mean, stained glass is one of those things for me. I'll make stained glass my whole life, jump in and out when I want, but I think lino cutting is going to be up there as well.
I'm sure some of them can take a really long time, but it seems like lino cutting, you see the result a little bit faster than stained glass.
I don't think so. No, especially with the reduction lino. Yeah.
No, that's good. Yeah, I think it takes a lot of patience to carve all those little bits.
Yeah, there's some artists out there that do like really, really detailed lino cut work, and it takes them like 6 months to carve a lino.
Wow.
So yeah, there's some very dedicated relief print artists out there.
That's awesome. I've seen some online because we've been following some artists, and some of them are big, like as big as a table. It must have taken so long to carve. But I'm impressed. That is incredible. That's great. And it is art, I want to say. I'm going to point this out, give you a shout out. Candace she did it, but she created a logo and a background for my one of my other jobs, which is teaching. I teach ESL online for non-native English speakers. And I started another series of YouTube videos for those learners. I've done it years in the past. I'm starting another one. But to give a little fresh up to the page, Candace created new background music, a logo with colors, and like a template for the thumbnail that's really, really cool.
Thank you.
And I'm super stoked. When I first started teaching and making videos online, I was definitely worried about like being myself or saying anything about my personal life. Like the first few years of teaching, especially internationally, I just didn't say anything, not even that I was gay, and I wasn't purposely hiding it, but I just was keeping it about English only. And I have found over the years, and I've had much more success with my clients, my students, when I'm just me. I'm me, and I'm not focusing on accent reduction. I'm embarrassed that I ever tried to focus on that, because accented English is everywhere around the world. Every single person has an accent. Everyone.
Even Americans, even though for some reason Americans seem to think we don't. Yeah. We do.
You can't say, oh, they have an accent. We don't. Everyone does. And so I'm not working on that. I'm working on communication, confidence, being yourself. And so this new logo you made and the pattern, the template pattern with that nod to a rainbow is just so special. I'll put a screenshot of it on this week's As We Art, because I do want you to see Candace's hand in that. She had me like come in and like say, yeah, these colors are great, or this font. But I just want to point that out. There's still some art and creativity happening, even when it's like job related, and it's impressive.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. It was fun.
Yeah. Took a little while.
It did take a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So happy that you're patient enough to do that. I promise you it wouldn't happen without you.
I bet it would.
No.
It would.
No. My art this week, I didn't mean, are you done, sweetheart?
I'm all set. What did you make, Monica?
So one of the things that just was so time consuming, but I'm happy I have some updates about this snake lamp that I'm making, is I pulled out some glass that the client's choosing among different colors, which is good. I worked on making a shade form, like a mold, so I could make a pattern on this shade, because it's not symmetrical. So there's no wiggle room in this lamp, you guys. This is so unlike my normal projects. There's the light bulb post in the middle of the lamp where the light bulb will eventually go. And then a metal snake. If you've been following us, you know what I'm talking about. And it dictates how wide the base of the lamp can be. I can't fudge that. You can't like mess up and make your stained glass lampshade too wide, or it won't fit. And I worked on trying to make, I used so many different materials on trying to make a form. And finally I'm like, okay, this just keeps shifting. I need some structured thing to go by. So I broke down and got a used lampshade that will fit, and I'm using that to then form my mold or make my form from. So that was finally a relief to just get some help on a shape that already exists that has the right flair to it, and that's what I needed. So had to learn, can't do everything I want by hand. There are some things I do tend to reinvent the wheel sometimes.
That's okay. You learned things along the way, you know?
Yeah, I learned things along the way. Like, I don't know. I am so dumb when it comes to math and geometry that I didn't.
Not dumb.
I'm, learning what's the right word? I have a challenge when it comes to certain math concepts. Let me tell you. Did you guys know that if you have a circle, I needed a 3-inch circle, right? For the base. A 3-inch circle. And when I started working with this cardboard I was working with, when I added to it, it kind of squared out a little bit. So the circle became kind of a squarish. Well, after it became a square, this changes the surface area. The light bulb metal circular bracket thingy that holds it no longer fit. I thought, the circle will still fit in the square. No, it doesn't. So that might sound obvious to some people. You have to make the circle much wider than you think if it's going to become a square, or just start with a square, God damn it. So it was really interesting, and challenging for my brain.
Yep. Monica's way of making a lamp is like that game from the late 80s, early 90s. I think it was called Perfection, which is terrible.
What?
But it was like this platform with all these different shaped pieces that you had to get in, and there was a timer.
Oh.
And at the end of the timer, it shot all the pieces into the air. It was so scary. I had that game.
Oh my God.
Scared the shit out of me. I played it like twice. I hated it. I'm pretty sure it was called Perfection, but that seems to be your approach to...
Oh, hell no to perfection. With a timer?
Yes. Yeah. It was
I
like
bet
you
that-
had to get every shape in there in, I don't know, I'm making it up, but let's say 3 minutes. And it was like not a small number of shapes. It was like an exorbitant amount of shapery. I think it was like 24 shapes
I bet
Might have been more.
therapists invented that game to get business.
to get clients. Yeah, for sure.
Because the
I still
pressure...
have PTSD from that game.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I never played that, especially with the timer. I can't
It's
even
terrible.
do a
It's
Jack in the
terrible.
Box toy.
Between that and Operation, like kids are just traumatized.
Yeah. All right. What 80s or 90s game traumatized you? We want you to share with us. What do you talk about in therapy that is still haunting you from your childhood? That sounds awful, but no, I needed help to make this lampshade. And so as soon as I get this lamp form made, I can't wait to start applying glass to it because I'm so ready. I think I've mentioned to Listenerland that lampshade is going to be green leaves all around, with a red apple, a hint of a hand on one side, and then a hint of a woman's profile and long hair on the other side as a nod to Eve and her apple, because there's a snake lamp. This is a commission. This is what the client wants. We usually don't take commissions anymore, but she had asked years ago, and this is a family friend, so we are doing it, but we shall see what the end result is. I hope it looks like it does in my mind.
It'll be amazing.
Thank you.
You heard it here first. It'll be amazing.
You know, I was thinking my other piece of art that I made this week is also a golden yellow flower.
Oh, nice.
I'm looking at Candace's amazing sunflower. So we grew up with coreopsis flowers in our yard, and my sister requested a stained glass window. She saw my house plant from last week, and she's like, "Oh my God, that golden background reminds me of coreopsis. Can you make like a stained glass window of some coreopsis?" So I drew a pattern, colored it in to give her an idea of like, maybe this might work. This is not what I'm going to make out of glass, I will tell you, but I did take some time to draw this pattern. The blue sky on it is too much. So either it's going to be a much lighter shade or maybe less sky. I definitely want petals to go up into the skyline, and I want those coreopsis to be life size with all that greenery. We had a big field. So anyway, that's one of my pieces of art.
It's beautiful.
Well, thank you. It's not what the end pattern will be.
They never are. Stained glass patterns evolve over time.
It needs to evolve, because I saw that blue and I'm like, whoa, it looks like a big, bold blue stripe. I want those flowers to be the big hit of the window. Yeah, coreopsis flowers. Do you know this flower out there in Listenerland? Is there a flower that I'll put a picture of these flowers online on our Instagram, but I just love, it's so nostalgic to see these flowers. They're called coreopsis. I don't know where they grow.
Many different types of them. Yeah.
Oh, there are?
There's like sand coreopsis and a
What?
bunch of other types.
Oh, because you got seeds once to try to grow different coreopsis
It
in
took
our
me
yard.
like 3 or 4 tries to get the right seed. So just a heads up, if you look for coreopsis seed out there, make sure you're looking at the right one. Whatever it is that's appealing to you and will grow in your area.
Yeah. Ours grew wild. We had a big field of them. It was like golden. It was awesome. And instead of a lemonade stand, my sisters and I had a little coreopsis stand. We'd pick little bunches, put a rubber band around it, put it in a little vase of water, and have a roadside
That's amazing.
stand. Yeah, it was fun.
So cute.
It was cute. It was fun. Okay, so inspired by yellow, apparently.
Yeah.
Both of us.
This is the week of yellow.
What other inspiration did you find this week?
My inspiration this week's kind of fun because I've been spending like a little bit of time each day on the As We Art social media, checking things that people have tagged us in, but also like going through and intentionally following some awesome artists and different mediums. And it's just been really inspiring to see how many creative people there are out there. For like every one follow I click, I get like 20 suggestions that can then lead down a rabbit hole of amazing art and creativity. And it's just, it's been awesome to see all the things that people are creating. And I don't know, it was really inspiring to see how many people out there are still making art, still doing things despite whatever might be happening in their lives or their area of the world, and still just creating and putting awesome, beautiful things, political things out into the world. So
I'm so happy to hear you say this and I'm glad you find inspiration from other artists. And I know you're limited on screen time. And so instead of looking at your phone and just scrolling, you're intentionally going on there in small batches to look for artists. And I think that's awesome, because not only is it hard to make art sometimes with the big picture of the world and what's happening, but of course also with AI. So AI is unfortunately taking over a lot of artistic endeavors, and things that look homemade might be AI or other places are stealing, copying original artists' work and using it for their own purposes and selling it at a fraction of the price on some discount sites from overseas. You know what? We still make art. Even when all of that might happen or does happen, we're not focused on it. We want to make our art. We know we made it. If someone buys it, that's awesome. If they don't, that's fine too. We're so happy doing that. And if you find other artists out there doing their thing and being original, and it's really inspiring.
Yeah. And just like along the lines of what Monica was talking about, just give them some encouragement. Just jumping onto their social media and saying, hey, this is beautiful. As an artist, like, that means so much and just makes you want to create more. To know that somebody out there also appreciates something that you have an eye for. So.
That's a really good point. Because sometimes I'll just like things, but I don't as often take time just to say, this is incredible, or that is awesome. Do it. Those sentences mean a lot to an artist, and it does encourage them to keep going.
For sure.
Yeah. I love that. I love that inspiration.
Also, I'm still cranking the new Muna album. So if you're not listening to Dancing on the Wall, you should be.
Oh, that song. And the video.
That's the name of the album, too.
Oh, okay. Well, the video for the song Dancing on the Wall is hot.
Yeah.
Muna, M-U-N-A, is a band we love. And I think you splurged a little bit and bought tickets or something.
I did. We're seeing Muna in October.
They're coming to Boston, so we're going to see them. And oh my God, you were not kidding. I hadn't seen videos till this week when you showed me, but I'm like, oh, it's so refreshing to see queer people and artistic people and creative people out there really just being themselves. And it's refreshing.
Yep.
And it's really good music.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Really good summer album. Go check it out.
Yeah.
I'm still checking it out every day. So.
Dancing on the Wall. That's the name of the album.
It is.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. I love when the inspiration is music. And if you have music that you can recommend to us, any genre, there are times I really like the upbeat music. I also really like chill music, but any genre, please recommend anything to us that we can add to our playlist.
Yes. And if you ever want to go down a musical rabbit hole, please hit me up.
Yeah.
I'm all about it. I am obsessed with music and have been since I was in the womb. So.
Yeah. That's great. Candace knows a lot about music, a lot of different genres, and she loves talking about it.
Mm-hmm. And you can give me one band you like, and I'll give you 10 more that you'll like. So
it's an incredible talent.
Thank you. It's fun. I like doing it.
So my inspiration this week is a book. Guess what? It's a memoir. I know. Ooh. Shocker. Judy Blume is one of my favorite authors from my childhood, adolescence age. She wrote incredible, groundbreaking books. And if you're not familiar with her work, then you weren't growing up as a girl in the 80s, but she's written so many books for an audience, even adult books too, not just children's books, young adult books. And
I've never read any Judy Blume.
we're going to fix that. Candace and I read every night, and I'm going to add some Judy Blume books, like adolescent, young adult books, like Tiger Eyes and Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret, and Deanie. There's some amazing books by Judy Blume that have influenced my life in so many ways. But this memoir by Mark Oppenheimer, yes, it's thick. It's so worth the read. There's so much you learn about her family's history and her life and her inspirations for these stories. The reason why it was so groundbreaking and controversial, by the way, is because she was talking about real things. She was explaining real conversations within a family, a lot of dysfunction family, but not like really like everyday issues and really normal issues that we don't think it's anything for. Like, I'm going to use Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret as an example of this young girl questioning religion and getting her period and masturbation. And these were like, some of these books have been banned because Judy Blume's books were just they weren't polite, you know, and she stuck to it and she wrote what she knew and she wrote what's real. And it's so inspiring. But her story, her life story, and how she managed to navigate the world is so interesting.
That's awesome.
So I highly recommend reading Judy Blume books. But if you want an awesome memoir about an incredible writer, incredible woman, I would read Judy Blume, A Life.
So I have a question, and because I don't know the answer. Is it a memoir if it's technically a biography? Like, does a memoir have to be written by the person?
Oh, you're right. I called it a memoir. Memoir is usually written. You're right. An autobiography. I think memoir is normally an autobiography. That's a biography. You're right. Not a memoir.
Well, I'm just asking. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know the definition exactly either. I'm pretty sure when I think of memoir, I think of you wrote it yourself about your own life, but I think this is a biography. That's
awesome.
That's a really, really good point. And I learned a new genre of books called biofiction. So it's like writing a biography about someone, but you're fictionalizing some of it or all of it. You know, like I read a Frida Kahlo book that sounded like a biography, but this book was written in modern times and there's no way the author interviewed the subject. So, biofic I happen to really like too. I love books where I learn something.
Yep.
I learned a lot just about Jewish community, about open-minded about religion, just growing up in an era of where she grew up, in an era of the United States, in a timeline in history where things weren't discussed. And writing these in books, like she had a book like this when she was a kid, and those books really influenced me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole other rabbit hole. All the women that have been silenced for just not being, polite.
Polite. Polite.
So stupid.
This is why more women die of choking. It's because they're embarrassed to make a sound, so they're more likely to get up and leave a table, go into a bathroom at a restaurant or a house and die, versus men who will just fucking cough their brains out at the table. And who cares who see? It's it's ingrained in us to be quiet, to be smaller, to be polite. And it's really interesting to unlearn those things as an adult. So yeah. If you're choking, cough as loud as you can.
Choke it out.
Or
just
show or gesture or flail.
Choking.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe you can't cough, but do something to draw attention to yourself, even if you're completely inconveniencing people or worried about how you might look. Who cares? Like,
I know. Women, people who are identify as women, you're just taught to exist but not make noise or take up space. So, if you have an emergency, take up some fucking space, please.
Yes.
Embarrassment is not the worst thing on the planet, taken from someone who is always scared of being embarrassed. The few times you get embarrassed, you're like, oh, that wasn't bad. Okay, I'm all right.
Yep. I'm all about flailing, failing, being rejected, just go for it. Keep living. Try to like make light of it a little bit or acknowledge it and move on.
Yep.
Because everyone has insecurities. So that's my inspiration. That is a lovely rabbit hole.
Very good rabbit hole.
So before we go, we do want to mention this artist that we want to give a shout out to.
Artist of the week. Artist of the week. Artist of the week.
No, I love your cheer.
Thank you. I wanted to have more fanfare. So now you know we're moving on from Judy Blume to Artist of the week.
Normally when we show art on this podcast, we are showing our own art. So this is a huge exception. It's one of our favorites. We probably have 15 to 20 ceramic pieces that this artist has made.
Yep. She's amazing.
She's amazing. It's so unique. Her style is so specific to her. Most of the things we have are smaller ornaments, but this is a wall hanging we brought in to show you.
Yes. This is art by, hold on, drum roll.
Drum roll.
Lori Dawn Ceramics. She's amazing. We have so much art from her. This is a piece of a black cat on a moon. And she has a lot of like very patterned ceramics. Very cool. Even the cat is made out of like patterned ceramic. She's just awesome. She makes some really like kind of gothy, funky, punky, really cool art. I believe she also is very into hardcore music.
Yes.
And
She
is a bass player.
Oh, I don't know what instrument she plays.
I think she's a bass player.
She goes to a lot of shows.
Correct me, Lori Dawn, if I am wrong, please.
Yeah. And I think, this is terrible. We did no research. I think she's from New York.
Long Island, I believe. Yeah. I think
she's local to where we are now in Massachusetts, but we love her. We love following her. We give her a follow. We can put her tag, her Instagram handle.
Yeah, go check her out. She's on Instagram. She's at Lori Dawn, one word, _art, I believe. It's in that notebook. Will you just double check me?
Oh, yeah. We wrote it down because this is important.
Yes.
So
at Lori Dawn _art.
And Lori is LORI.
Yes. Thank you.
DAWN.
Yep.
_art. So she's incredible. We
amazing.
love her art.
She's also such a nice, awesome person to chat with. Go check out her art. She's going to be at a vendor at night market coming up. If you're on Cape Cod, Cordial Eye is having a Misfits night market with vendors.
Misfits. That's our kind of.
I believe it is on the 25th, but it might be the 26th. I would have to look at a calendar. Go check out Cordial Eye as well. You can go to their Instagram page.
We promise to do a little better research before we do this next week, but we will put it on our Instagram, the date of that market. Misfits, kind of like darker art, some punk rock stuff.
It's art that's not like
queer.
It's very, there's a lot of queer art. It's art that's not geared toward tourists here. Yeah. On Cape Cod, there's a lot of sailboats and lobsters, and which unfortunately a lot of the artists here have to make some of that in order to make money. So the Misfits Night Market is for them to bring their art that is not geared toward tourism. And yeah, go check it out. Cordial Eye is also an awesome organization to support. So
yeah. And the artists they have, give them a follow.
Artists in residence, and they also do a lot of classes for kids. And they're a nonprofit. So go give them some love as well. And check out Lori Dawn Ceramics.
So good.
She's
Artist
amazing.
of the Week, little shout out. If you ever recommend to us about a local artist in your area that you want us to look at, you want us to follow, you want us to shout out, please send us a message, a comment on YouTube, comment on Instagram, and we totally will. We were really inspired by flowers this week, and it's coincidental because one of our listeners sent us a picture of a project she made, and it's a bouquet of flowers in a vase. However, all of the flowers are made from like her husband's grandmother's button collection.
Yeah, like the tin of buttons you would have to sew on to things.
All the different, it might have been his mother. The button collection had hundreds of buttons, all different colors and sizes. And Brenda made a bouquet of flowers and sent us a picture, which I will add on Instagram. It was so cool, but this is exactly what we love to see. The inspiration, the projects you're working on. whether it aligns with what we happen to be doing or not, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Show us your stuff. Tell us what you're inspired by. What are you reading? What are you listening to? What are you making?
Yeah. Stay creative.
Yep. Thanks for being here. This was episode 25. We'll see you next week at our halfway celebratory episode.
Giveaway episode. This is me dancing in a chair.
I'll do a little shoulder shimmy.
Nice little shimmy shammy.
All right. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.
All right. Bye.
Bye.